Good evening. My name is Chasten Pruitt, and this is my innovation plan for change. I'm doing a math intervention for Crockett ISD. Again, my name is Chasten Pruitt, and this is this is in fulfillment for requirements for Houston Christian University. Table of contents: the following concepts that will be explained throughout this presentation include demographics of Crockett ISD, research-based practices, the overall plan. Discussion about special populations, communicative mechanisms, accountability, and then future implications for the plan. A couple demographics about Crockett ISD. Crockett High School is a 3A school nestled in the East Texas Piney Woods. Crockett is the county seat of Houston County and is also the largest city, and it has a population of just over 6,300 residents. Crockett ISD has 4 campuses, and it includes the Early Childhood Center, the elementary school, the junior high, and the high school. And as of the taper, the Texas Annual Performance Report, Crockett ISD, as the district is 89.2% economically disadvantaged, and the high school has the highest population of that at 85.3% of their school population. Also, as a note, as part of the 2021-2022 school year, Crockett ISD achieved a B rating from the Texas Education Agency, which detailed a lack of closing the student gaps as a reason for the relegation of the score. And furthermore, Crockett High School achieved a low C in its accountability ratings. Thus, the math intervention that we're proposing, that has to happen. The mission statement of Crockett High School is to cultivate a positive environment that grows compassion, confidence, and independence learners. The vision statement of Crockett ISD: preparing students for a safe and positive environment to possess core values of confidence, compassion, and character. In addition, by building these relationships, they want our students to excel in a rigorous and relevant academic environment. Crockett ISD and Crockett High School are actively attempting to prepare students for the real-world applications, but there are educational gaps that exist that need to be remedied before this can take place, namely in the ELA and the math departments. So our problem statement has indicated that we are having a regression in the subjects of math and English. The highest regression of students from year to year indications are going to be in our math scores, where only 58% of the students are at approaches on this scale, which means that 42% of our freshmen are not making the mark. And since in this disparity between math and ELA and the other subjects, the problem is to find an innovative strategy to increase math scores to be in unison with the social studies scores, which is 93%, the science score, which is 90%, and then the ELA needs to be comparable with the 74% of the ELA, so we can get our accountability points and to push our grade hopefully to a B rating from its current low C at 72 rating. So a few research-based practices. I did a thorough research on the National Institute of Excellence in Teaching, and those studies have shown a vast improvement in teaching and learning in the state of Tennessee. They did a recent case study in which the state adopted the team model, which is based on the NIT rubric that we're going to discuss today. And as a result of this implementation, improvements in teaching and learning rose 40% within those 6 years, and which led to higher performance and the growth in all indicators for the Tennessee State Educational Program. All their schools were starting to be involved in this NIET program, and thus it contributed to improvement of all the schools in the state of Tennessee. A little history about the NIT. Again, the goal of the NIET, which is the National Institute of Teaching, is to build teacher excellence to improve student outcomes. It was developed in 1999 as a comprehensive approach to teacher leadership, professional development, evaluation, and compensation. And then Crockett is poised to roll out this plan to utilize resources and teacher professional development using this rubric and system to combat low testing scores district-wide and improve teacher quality across the board. We're saying if we get quality teachers, then students can be quality students, and then that will improve their test scores, which in fact will raise our accountability scores. So the plan and scope is poised to use the standards and objective indicator of the TAP rubric which is the rubric that the NIET uses to evaluate their teachers, to provide clarity for educators to utilize highly effective practices to increase engagement and rigor in the classroom. This student data, coupled with walkthrough and evaluation data, will indicate if further improvements are needed, with additional adjustments and support being available by the instructional coaches, which are called MTs or master teachers, and upper administration. Our goal is to move our mathematics teachers from proficient, which is average in T-test, but it's 3 out of 5 in the TAP rubric, to exemplary teachers, which is a 5 out of 5 out in that rubric, same rubric. So the premise of this plan, we want to increase our rigor of our standards and objectives and correlate them to the classroom instruction. Our goal is to move the teacher from a proficient indicator to an exemplary category. So as you see in this diagram, proficient is average, and proficient is where we in T-test that you want your teacher to be. But at Crockett, we want our teachers to be in that 5 category, that exemplary category, where it's more student-led than teacher-led, as indicated by the rubric. The benefits of the plan, as a result of the implementation, it's going to be higher teacher quality. You're going to have better teachers, better teacher quality in the classroom teaching these math and ELA subjects. If you get better teachers in there and the kids get higher scores, you're going to retain these highly qualified teachers. Also, the teacher incentive involvement, which is a state and plan-wise involvement. You can get paid twice from the Texas teacher incentive allotment, and you can get paid from the NIT as well for your performance on your evaluations. Student buy-in. Once the students know they can do it, they will 9 times out of 10 do the work for their teacher, and then as a result of all this improvement, you're going to improve your school accountability, and then your district accountability will be improved for that, so you can get your state credentials as you see fit. So our method of implementation of this proposed program is going to be multifaceted, and it'll come in a multitude of ways. First of all, the administration and MTs are going to be trained on how to properly evaluate and provide proper feedback to career teachers in order to improve their approach and the proper standards and objectives being taught. So in the summer, these teachers are going to trainings to properly evaluate their teachers and give them the feedback that they need in order to become high quality teachers and improve high quality instruction. Then the master teachers, with the aid of the executive master teacher, which is a upper administration position, will provide weekly professional development, which are called clusters, in which we'll introduce new strategies in order to move teachers from proficient to exemplary status in those math and ELA subjects. And then students' outcomes will benefit from professional development and coaching that the teachers will be provided in order to see the improvement in testing scores as a result of improving their teaching strategies from these professional development cycles. So in order to get this plan out to the masses, we're going to have a series of media outlets and a series of professional outlets. The media outlets are going to consist of social media posts and newspaper posts that leverage community support on these students' success by indicating positives and answering questions regarding the plan implementation. A regular listserv email will be sent out to make informed decision-making processes to take place. And then an internal communication within Crockett ISD is going to make sure that all the teachers know the ins and outs of the program and be the only consistent communication in the district regarding the program. Professional outlets include professional development. You're going to provide targeted training to ensure staff have skills to fully participate in this plan. We're going to have administration meetings with our upper administration to provide evaluation strategies to increase teacher rigor in the classrooms, then which will drive student achievement, which will then improve accountability scores. Then, as a whole, the instructional team meetings, which will be the principals, the 2 master teachers, and then the 2 mentor teachers, will take place, discuss changes, and adjust if needed to promote positive implementation of this proposed project. Coinciding with the implementation of this project, the overall premise is to raise our scores to increase our accountability score. And this is a little history of the accountability system. The A&F accountability system is broken up into 3 categories. There's a student achievement category, there's a student school progress category, and there's a closing the gaps category. At first, they were they were 30, 30, 40 in terms of percentages. Those 30 domains were combined to calculate an overall rating, and that has been the norm since the implementation in 2017 by Governor Abbott in House Bill 5. Now, as of last year, it has changed and is giving more emphasis to that star star score. So now 40% of the changes, the score is going to come from your star program. 40% will come from your CCMRs, which are your career and technical readiness standards, and then 10% will come closer from the gaps. So with the 40% coming from star, our math and ELA numbers have got to come up in order to meet accountability standards. So potential barriers to this plan. First of all, there's always going to be resistance to a change of scenery or a change of plan. Older staff will be hesitant to adopt this change, citing their ways have worked in the past and are open to new and innovative practices to promote student learning. A lack of buy-in by older teachers and more veteran teachers will not allow buy-in because of the introduction of something new that they have to add to their classroom practice. Most people are confused about the new plan, and so to mitigate confusion, we'll have a cohesive rollout of the plan and answer any questions that may have come across. And then overall, there's a lack of clarity regarding the plan. So our expectations post-implementation is going to be improved teacher quality, which will lead to improved student achievement, which will lead to improved student data. And then with all these student indicators of improvement, then your testing scores will be improved. If your testing scores are going to be improved, you improve your accountability scores, and then your overall district will be improved. We've seen districts once they implemented this program go from an F district to a B district in the span of 1 year. So the further implications of this program, by showing proper teacher strategies via the NIET system and the TAP rubric, teacher quality will improve. Again, with the improvement of quality, student achievement, and student outcomes, and student work would improve. And then the overall improvement of that student work will lead to improved testing scores, and then again, the overall improvement will lead to higher accountability scores campus-wide and ultimately district-wide. These are my references that I used in construction of this presentation. Thank you for your time and have a nice evening.